All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the International SpaceCRAFT Exploration Challenge brought to you by Space Teams. My name is Natasha. This is my co-host, Christy, and we are two of your hosts on this virtual space adventure. So we have over 150 students joining us from around the world. Australia, the UK, Bangladesh, and the United States of America. Welcome to everybody. You're all in different time zones, so it's evening for us here. Some of you guys, it's in the morning. So wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And thank you for joining us on this epic adventure. So this is a 6-day, week-long program. We're going to learn about space exploration and virtually go on this space mission. So to get things going, and I see a lot of comments, and we're going to do a little bit of engagement here to see who is in the audience. So this is our audience poll. Christy is going to be looking at the comments, and what you do is just comment on this question, which is, where do you live first? And then what is something famous, or what is your town known for? Tell us in the comments. So, Christy, what is your well, first, where do you live?
I am in Graham, Texas, here in the United States. And it's a small town, but we actually supposedly have the largest downtown square in America. So lots of
Really?
little shops. That's what they say. What we're
That's
famous
fun.
for.
Well, I'm in College Station, Texas. It's known for this big university, Texas A&M, where actually most of the space teams experts are at, and we'll be meeting those throughout the week. And we're definitely known for football, I would say. We don't always have the best team, and this is American football, but we love it. So what are we seeing in the comments?
Let's see. This one's super interesting. Melbourne, Australia is known for street art, which I think is pretty neat. Singleton, Australia, they're famous for its mining, maybe mining.
Oh, yeah.
Australia, there, and they said that they're famous for being upside down or riding kangaroos everywhere. Opera House there in Sydney. Looks like lots of people commenting from Australia. Here's Bright, Victoria, and they're famous for skiing and mountain biking.
Ooh, I love skiing.
There's another one from Australia, and it says coal, which makes me think it was mining, not
Yeah.
ironing. Let's see. Here's Massachusetts in the United States, and they are known for sports and having one of the U.S. defense contractors.
That is
Beaches,
cool.
coal, lots of great comments. Beautiful beaches. I'm sure that's Australia as well.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like this. I just like the name of of the student, Clara the Pug. Love your picture. All right. Well, keep the comments coming. We love to engage everybody in the YouTube comments. You can also comment on in the learning platform. We're going to get to that in a little bit. We have this community page where you get to know everybody. Just a note, we are monitoring all the comments. So we just want this to be a very happy place. No inappropriate behavior, no bullying. We can kick you out of the comments and block you. I don't want that to happen, but we are watching those comments. So
Yes.
let's have fun this week. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I have a special message here. So first, did you know Space Teams was created by a NASA astronaut? And so here to welcome all of you is a message from former astronaut Dr. Shamatoff.
Hello, and welcome to Space Teams. My name is Greg Shamatoff, and I was an astronaut on board the space station for more than 6 months. This is only a background behind me today, but I used to do presentations like this all the time from space. We're very excited to welcome you to our new program called Space Teams. My team has been working on this tirelessly for the past year, and it's built on a software platform called SpaceCRAFT that we've been working on for many years. The goal, of course, is to teach you all about space exploration. There's a lot to learn, but it's a very exciting topic, and there's a lot going on these days in space. Someday you will be the scientists and the engineers that create the future of humanity in space. Some of you will be astronauts, and may travel to the moon, Mars, or beyond. In this program, we want to give you a head start towards your future. We will teach you about the stars and the planets. You'll learn what it takes to design a spacecraft and how to fly it through space. When you get to your destination, you'll need to understand how to study it from space and figure out where to land on the surface. Ultimately, we will be building human habitats on other worlds, and you'll learn what it takes to use resources that you can find to sustain these habitats without requiring new shipments of supplies from Earth. We created spacecraft software to do real engineering design work for NASA and other space development companies. You will be using it to design and carry out a mission of your own. The scenario of your virtual mission is that there's a rogue planet from another solar system that has wandered close enough to our solar system that it's reachable for us to explore. You're building a ship to get there, and you'll visit and explore the surface. Each day, you're going to have a different activity as part of this mission, and this will be related to the materials that will be covered in each of the daily lessons. You're also competing with other teams for the best mission design. Along the way, you're going to be able to see your scores and compare them to the other teams. And as you probably already know, there'll be a number of prizes for the winning teams. One thing I wanted you to know is that we created the Space Teams program to be as realistic and accurate as possible, so the material we are teaching you and the way things work on the spacecraft platform are extremely close to the way things work on a real space mission. When you're done with this program, you're going to be a bit of an expert on space exploration. I've been through all of the training that any astronaut ever gets, and so you have my word that you can consider this program as Astronaut Training 101. I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to seeing your progress throughout the week. Welcome again to the Space Teams program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shamatoff, and you will get to talk with him tomorrow. We're going to be bringing him on as a special guest. So if you have any questions, there'll be a spot for you to ask questions of Dr. Shamatoff. Okay, so before we dive into day one activities, we're going to go over just some logistics. So there's a lot of different platforms and websites, and we're going to walk you through everything right now. To help us get started, we are bringing on a Space Teams expert, Fernando. Let's bring him on.
Hey, Natasha. Good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Fernando Arias. I am a senior at Texas A&M University. As you can see, I'm working with space teams.
Yeah.
Research. And yeah, it's a little bit about myself.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to share your screen. I know you have a lot of details to go through, and I just encourage the students just to sit back and watch. You don't have to take notes on everything. You can always go back and watch this, but I think this will give you a good idea on how to get started. So here are your slides.
Okay, so there's going to be three main places you'll be visiting throughout your competition. There's the dashboard website, the learning platform website, and the spacecraft application. So I will be mainly talking to you about the dashboard and the spacecraft, okay? So in dashboard, that's where you're going to be setting up your account. You'll be downloading spacecraft there. You're going to create your teams, chat with other students, checking on how you're doing in the activities through your scores and the leaderboards. Then in the learning platform, that's where you have your video lessons, your webcasts, guest speaker events. You'll be uploading, sharing content there. And in the spacecraft application you'll be downloading, that's where you'll be doing your daily design and mission activities, collaborating with your team, submitting your scores, and interacting with your mentors. So there's 5 main steps for you to be ready for this week. So I'm just going to go through those fairly briefly. So the first step is the creating your dashboard account. So if you go to the dashboard website, you're going to click sign up. You're going to click individual if you're signing up as an individual. And then you're going to fill out that information, click sign up. There's a bit more information. Just go ahead and fill out everything. Click sign up one more time, and you'll be brought to the shop tab in the dashboard home. So you will sign up for the competition that you're in. So for example, right now it's this international competition for July. You're going to add that one to your cart and then click cart. And then you'll see this page right here. That's where you're going to apply your discount code that you might have gotten from your teachers. And you'll put the code there, hit apply, and then just click checkout. and you'll be officially having a dashboard account, and you'll be in the competition. So let's say you want to create a team, okay? So you're going to go to the dashboard website, and you're going to click create a team on the left side in your home page. You'll see a button that's create team. You'll click that. You'll enter your team name. Plenty of great team names already, okay? So just keep it up, be creative. Click the competition you're in, and then click whatever league you're in, so middle school, high school, elementary, whatever it may be, and click the create button. So then once you've created your team, you'll see your team on that same left side of the screen, and you'll see your team name, the members in your team, a guest list, and let's say now you want to invite team members, right? So you're going to click the invite button, and let's say you want to invite a teammate, you'll click invite teammate, and you have two options, either inviting them by username or by email. So either way, you will have to know these things beforehand. So just talk with your teammates, if you're in the same school maybe, and just ask them what their username is or their email. And let's say you click email, then you'll fill out the email there, make sure you're inviting them to your team, and then just click invite. And so now let's say you want to let your friend take care of creating a team, right? So you've received an invite, you gave them their email, and so now you'll see a notification once you've been invited to a team. It's going to be in that same area. You'll just see you've got an invite, and you can click accept and then join the team through there. And also you will receive these notifications through your email, so keep an eye out on your emails at all times. So now you're in a team, and so the next step is creating your Learn Platform account. So on dashboard again, in the last tab, you'll see a learning platform tab. You're going to click on that, click get code, and that's going to generate a code for you. Just copy that down and then go to the Space Teams website. And there's going to be a blue button there that says create Space Teams account. You're going to click that, and the code you got from the dashboard, you're going to paste it into this coupon code here and click apply. Fill out the rest of the information and click checkout. And congratulations, your account is made. You're welcome to Space Teams. And we highly recommend clicking the Click for Start guide for more information to get you started. And now, one of the main things you'll be using is the SpaceCRAFT application. So to check if your computer can run it, here we have the fourth step. So we're going to be providing this link for you, which will automatically download Geekbench 5. As soon as it finishes downloading, installing, you'll probably get a pop-up saying that it's in tryout mode. Just click later, it's fine. You're going to see this on the left side here. And there's two buttons you have to worry about. It's just run CPU benchmark and run compute benchmark. It's going to give you these numbers, and there's a minimum for these numbers to tell you that you can run the application. But I'll get more to that a little later. So now you're able to test if you can run it. How about we actually just download it now? So to download the SpaceCRAFT application, you'll go back to dashboard, and there's going to be a downloads tab where you're going to see this on your screen, and you just simply click download. Once it finishes downloading, you're just going to open it up in your computer. So you can do that by doing the drop-down menu, show in folder, and you'll see a compressed file. You're going to unzip that file to get it into the folder. You're going to click the SpaceCRAFT folder within that folder, and then click first time setup. Okay, so that's going to bring a menu like this. You're going to agree to terms and conditions. Don't worry, everything's safe, right? Then you're going to install. And as soon as everything's finished installing, you're going to close that out, and you'll see that SpaceCRAFT now has a U logo there. That means you've done the prerequisite, and you can double click that, and boom, you're in SpaceCRAFT. And so you're done with that. You're ready. But as you saw, dashboard has a lot of stuff. So there's actually a few more things. So if you log in, right, in the home tab, you'll see that same team stuff. You'll see a bulletin board with some more information. And there's going to be a leaderboard with top 3 teams. So you want your team to be there. Just keep that in mind. And then there's a competitions tab where if you click on that, you'll see information of the competition you're enrolled in, along with the activities that you'll be doing. There's a leaderboards tab to see how your team is doing in comparison to other teams. And you can check how everyone is doing just in general, or maybe in a specific activity if you're interested in that. And then there's the tab that I believe is the most important, which is the chat tab. So in this global channel, you can talk to everyone that's participating, all 150 plus students. You can talk, also the teachers and mentors that are signed up will be able to see. So for example, if you have any questions, you could put it there and chances are someone will probably contact you. If you need help with an activity or so on, that can be used for the global chat. But also, you can talk with your team through there. So if you want to set up, for later when you're going to start a simulation or do your activities, this is very important to communicate with your team. So just make sure you're using this dashboard here to talk with your team. And let's say, I know I went a little bit fast here because there's a lot of details. So this is where this help button right here on the right side of the dashboard website comes really in handy, right? So you're going to click help and this window is going to pop up. Right here on the right, you're going to see a knowledge base. So for example, let's go back to testing your hardware, right? So here there's a hardware test guide. You can click on that, and near the bottom of the document, you'll actually see what numbers you're looking for to see if you can run your application. Or let's say you don't know how to unzip a file when you're installing spacecraft. There's a spacecraft download and setup guide. So you can click on that and it'll give you some extra information and be really step by step. But if for whatever reason, maybe it's not here or something's just not clear, you can also fill out this left side here with your name and your subject line, your email, and just give us your question. And throughout the week, we'll be trying to answer every question we can, and we will help you out with whatever you may need help with. So you'll submit a help ticket through that, and everything should be good. So speaking of spacecraft, as soon as you actually launch it, you'll see this on your left side of the screen. You're going to log in with your same dashboard credentials, choose the competition you're in, choose the team, log in, and you're going to see your main menu like this. The only difference is you might notice when you first log in that on the left side, a lot of these activities will be grayed out. Don't worry, you did everything right. This is how it's supposed to be, because you won't get access to these activities until the date of the activity. So it's fine. It's how it's supposed to be. And on the top right, this dialogue looking box, the left one on the top there, that was going to be very important because it lets you chat with your team just like the dashboard website. And you can actually also talk with each other if you have microphones. So very important. And let's say you want to enter an activity and start a simulation. So let's say, when you get to Spacecraft Builder, you're going to click on that day. Then you're going to enter Spacecraft Builder. And you'll see this window. You're going to either be able to create or join a simulation. So if you create a simulation, you enter your simulation name, whatever it may be, click Create, and you'll see a window like this where you can select your role. So let's say you want to be astronaut 1, you'll click that. But this is very important. If you want to do the simulation at the same time as your team, then you're going to communicate with your team. For example, on the dashboard website, tell them, hey, I've made a simulation. I'm selecting my role. So like that, they know that, and they can go to that same step as before, but instead they're going to click join simulation, look for the simulation list there. They're going to be able to see it, click on that, and then they're going to join your simulation, and they'll see the exact same thing with select role. So let's say now we have astronaut 1 and astronaut 2. And let's say it's just 2 people on that team and you're ready to start. That's everyone in your team. So then the host can then click start simulation and you're ready to go. You've started your simulation and you're good. And that's actually all I have for that. So back to you, Natasha.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. There is now a pop quiz for everybody watching. Just kidding. I did get several questions
Okay.
in the comments. Someone just wants to say, oh my days, your accent is awesome, Fernando.
Oh boy.
Wanted to pass
Thank
along
you.
that message.
Okay.
And then I got some more specific questions, things like Windows has blocked some of my features. So I'm thinking these specific questions, they should go to the help desk. What do you think?
Yeah, that would be these sort of questions. If it's something more technical like that, like Windows is acting up or something, I highly recommend you put that in the help desk. Like that, a lot of us are able to see it and get back to you pretty fast on that.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. Well, thanks for joining us and giving us that overview. I think that was really helpful to kind of get everyone oriented. And now we're going to move to the learning platform. So thank you. Okay, so Christy, I am now going to walk them to that third piece. So in the very beginning, Fernando mentioned there was the spacecraft program to download, there is the dashboard, and then there is the learning platform where there's going to be the different tutorials and it kind of walks you through your day. So let's talk about it. So this is the Space Teams Learning Platform. You will start here to create your account. Now, teachers, if you are a teacher or organizer and you did not create all your access codes for your students, they need these codes to register and get started. So you're going to go to that dashboard website, create the codes, download the spreadsheet it gives you, and then give one code to each student. So this is a one-time use code. So make sure you keep track of which codes you're giving out. And then they can go to that same dashboard website and create their account using the code you give them. So just wanted to send that message along. All right, so this is where you're going to put that coupon code. Once you create your account, you can go to the learning platform and there is this very nice start here button, and I recommend you start there. This is the welcome screen, and these are all the files. There are also several of them are on the dashboard, including that launch checklist, download guide, knowledge base, and so on. So this is a great place to go to have access to everything. Then we have a little getting started video, which kind of walks you through how to use this learning platform. And this platform is a lot of videos, so you can play it just like you're watching this YouTube video, but you can control also the speed. So if someone's talking too fast, you can slow them down, you can change the volume, things like that. And then we have this community page, which I'll show you in a second. And then here's the place to go to download, and it kind of takes you to that dashboard to download the software. Okay, so once you get through those logistics, and this day one, just take a deep breath, just get through downloading spacecraft, playing around with it. It's all the logistics. There's no score, no points today. But when you're ready, you can dive into day one. And we're going to start with some awesome videos. And these are by our space team experts, which we're about to bring one of them on. And you'll get to learn here. This is about the solar system. And we have some breaks throughout, including asking questions of our space expert. So this, if you click here, it opens a form and it gives you the bio of who today's guest is and gives you a chance to ask a question. So we're really excited for later in a few hours. We're going to see astronaut Terry Virts and ask him all about his time in space or whatever you guys want to know. Let us know in this form. Watch some more videos, and at the end of the day, you're going to take a quiz. It is not timed. Take it as many times you want. We just want to make sure you're watching and paying attention. So this is a quiz for you to take. And then we're going to have an intro to that mission. So this first one is the Planet Builder. This is an intro video, and then this is the tutorial that walks you through how to do that Planet Builder. And at the very end, and so in like 2.5 hours now, you will come here, this is day one speaker, and you will click this link to watch the live broadcast just like we're live now. We will have, as I mentioned, astronaut Terry Virts to join us and ask him all your questions. Now, the last piece, I highly recommend you come back and finish the day with this reflection form. And this is a simple form here where you'll tell us who you are and then share a picture, a screenshot of something you did that day. So depending on whatever mission you're on, show us what you did, add a video, add a photo, because the next day when we come back, we are going to have a raffle prize. So for everyone who submits, we're going to put you in and you'll have the chance to win some special Space Team swag. And Fernando, I'm bringing you back on real quick because you might win that hat. Fernando's, show him the hat.
Pretty soon right here.
It's a cool hat, right?
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you for modeling that. Okay, so now we're going to show you this last piece here. I want to show you the community. All right. And I've already seen people commenting in the Space Teams community. And there's just different places where, one, you could introduce yourself. So I've already seen several students saying how excited they are, telling us about themselves. We have different mission patch showing off your spacecraft. So this is a place for you guys to connect with each other, shows what you're doing. You can also ask Dr. Shamatov questions directly in this forum, and he might actually answer it on this because he is watching. We also tell us a space riddle, tell us a space joke, and I love these because then I get to ask my co-host the space joke the next day. So you might get to use it.
I won't.
I hope so, right, Christy? You ready? But that's it. That's the learning platform. How are you feeling, Christy, on this day one?
I'm excited. That's a lot of information, though.
It is a lot of information.
Grateful for all the links and platforms they have to check things out.
And that's the message I want to share with everybody watching is it was a lot of information, and that's for the next few hours. Just take it all in and explore. Look at these tutorial videos. Make sure you have access to the spacecraft program. The help team is standing by, ready to go. But now, before we close, we need to tell you what we're doing in today's mission. And that's where I'm going to bring on Dylan. Welcome.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. Good to be here.
All right, Christy, let's ask him some questions.
All right, Dylan, let's get to know you a little bit better this evening, this morning, this afternoon. Dylan, what are you studying and what are your career goals?
So currently I am a graduate student at Texas A&M University. I am studying computer science, and my focus, my emphasis area, if you will, is in computer graphics and artificial intelligence. And so amazingly, this summer I'm interning at NASA Johnson Space Center, and I'm working on, I'm in their their augmented reality team, and I'm loving it, having a great time there. And that's a career trajectory like that would be perfect.
Wonderful. And what was your role in developing spacecraft?
So I am the planetary guru, I guess you could say. I created the planet builder and everything. I done countless research on planetary sciences and all that stuff. So everything that you guys will be doing today, I had my hand in just making. And let me tell you, I absolutely love the planet builder. It is, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun working with it, and I just can't wait to see all the cool planets you guys make.
And we know that you love Planet Builder. Is it your favorite part about spacecraft?
Oh, that's tough. Every time we do this competition, all of the team leads and everyone working on the project does the competition internally, and we all have a lot of fun trying to get the highest scores and everything. And because the planet builder isn't scored, I think I spend most of my time on the orbital descent activity, which I think is in three days. You basically pilot the shuttle down to the surface of a planet, and I definitely spend a lot of time doing that. So yeah, I would say they're probably tied, the lander activity and the planet builder.
Okay, wonderful. And can you tell us what is today's mission?
Yes, of course. So like we said, today's mission is the planet builder activity. And I wanted to show you just a little bit about the planet builder. Of course, there's a full tutorial video that's 20 to 30 minutes long on the learning platform. And there's a ton of information on that. But just very briefly, I wanted to kind of show you guys what the planet builder is all about and help you guys get a feel for what you guys will be doing today. So this is the planet builder. It's basically just a cute little planet that you guys are making, and a bunch of different options that you guys will have for your planet. So for example, you can change the radius, the orbit distance, which is basically how far away the planet is from the sun, and a bunch of other things. These are just like the general properties that all planets have. You can of course edit the atmosphere as well, basically altering the different compositions that your planets have, the density of the atmosphere. You can go on and change the surface, change similarly the composition, add a bunch of iron to make your planet look like Mars, or add a little bit of sulfur to make it look more like Venus. A bunch of different things that you can do to your planet. So these are kind of just the main things you'll be changing. And once you've built your planet, you can explore these view modes. And what these view modes are just different ways of viewing the structure of your planet and kind of getting a better understanding of what's going on. And one of the main things that this view modes offer is a screenshot mode. So if you go into the screenshot mode, your very high definition version of your planet will be generated. You can kind of get a better sense for it. So yeah, the planet builder is great. But it's not just building planets. So you're not just looking at your planet from afar, but the next phase of the planet builder is actually exploring it. So once you have fully built your planet, kind of jumping the gun actually. So there's a few things with the planet builder that I wanted to kind of discuss specifically, and that's these parameters before I get to the embark section. So we have these parameters, and if you notice at the top bar, there's this thing called parameter presets. And if you click on Mercury parameters, Venus parameters, Earth parameters, or Mars parameters, it will generate a planet that has the exact same radius, atmosphere, surface composition, distance from the sun as the 4 terrestrial planets in our solar system. So it's a good idea if you want something, if you ever think that, say, I want something like Mars, but not exactly Mars, you can click on the Mars parameters and kind of get Mars and then tweak it however you want. One of my favorite features in the planet builder is this random parameters button. So you can basically click on it and it will generate a completely random planet. And it's fun to kind of just click through that and see all the different cool things that appear. And that's exactly what I did here. I clicked it a few times and got this tiny little pseudo IO planet. Yes, so parameter presets are a fantastic way to get inspiration for your planet. One of the important features for your planet is, of course, sharing it. So if you want to share your planet with the rest of your team, what you should do is you should click this Share tab and give your planet a name, a description, and click the Save to Team button. And then anyone else on your team will be able to load that planet and explore it or tweak it or do whatever they want to do. So let me get back to the embark. So the embark is one of my favorite features of the planet builder. Basically, the way it works is you select a latitude and longitude location on your planet, and you can see here it's represented by the dome on the planet. And once you've selected your location, you can click the embark button and create a simulation. So this is an example of me creating a simulation, and it's important that only one person needs to create the simulation here, and everyone else will join them from the main menu. Kind of follow the steps that Fernando was talking about earlier. And once you embark, you can explore your planet as freely as you want. You can go wherever you want. And this is just a screenshot of the planet I created, and it's really cool. I love the embark mainly because it gives you such a good sense of scale, because planets are absolutely gigantic, and like this canyon looks very large. And whenever you zoom out from the planet, this canyon is a tiny little blip. There's so much area for you to explore on all of these planets, and I'm really excited to kind of see the planets that you guys create and all the screenshots you guys grab. And that's it. That's the planet builder activity for today. Yeah.
Wonderful. That sounds super helpful. The parameter buttons definitely seem like they'll be helpful. What are other ways the participants can be successful in today's mission?
Yes. So today's mission, I should say, and Natasha said it earlier, but today's mission is not scored. So throughout the competition, you guys will have a score of every mission that you guys do tomorrow through the rest of the week. And so there's no stress. Just we wanted the planet builder activity to be a solely creative experience. We wanted you to build whatever planet you wanted and design it however you wanted without being limited by some score. So that's the goal. And having said that, there are still rewards for people who create the best looking planet, or the most creative planet, or the planet with the best backstory. So somewhere on the learning platform, there you'll be able to submit your planet with your name, its description, and will be prizes for the best planet.
Wonderful. All right, Dylan, lastly, just so we can get to know you a little bit better, what is something you do for fun?
Yeah, so I play video games a lot. My friends my friends just set up a Minecraft server, so I've been playing that a little bit. And then also in my free time, I like to paint miniatures. So I have little like D&D style minis that I like to paint. And I have a lot of fun with that, just play an audiobook and paint minis. It's a good quiet time.
And you said you love going into work every day.
I absolutely love working at Johnson Space Center. It is a blast.
Wonderful. Well, Dylan, we look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to send it back to Natasha.
Thank you.
All right. I'm taking Dylan off and now I'm too big. No. Okay. Great. So I hope that gives everybody a good overview of what's going to happen today. And the last thing I want to share is on the Space Teams Learning platform, there is a button called Agenda. It's here at the top, this navigation menu. And if you scroll down, this is the agenda for each day. So if you are totally lost and don't know what's going on, please start here. And you can look at all the different time zones because we are all over the world. So coming here in about 2.5 hours, we will be back broadcasting live with our guest speaker. And so feel free to take your time between now and then, downloading things, getting ready. No scores, like Dylan mentioned. So this is just for you to have fun. For teams, I have seen some comments and questions about teams. You can keep making and adjusting your teams until day 2. At that point, we're going to lock the teams. So send messages in the chat if you want to find team members, and that's in the dashboard chat for teams to join, and we can also help. So if you need some help finding a team, just let us know. Use the help button. The team is on standby for you, so please use that help button. We are here ready to support you. The other thing I want to mention is if you're a mentor watching, you have access to all the teams via chat and within the application. You need to go through the exact same installation steps as everyone else to use the software. And I'll end with the launch checklist. That is where you should start. If you have not gone through the countdown to launch checklist that Fernando mentioned, that is where you need to get started to figure out all these different platforms that we're talking about. And that's it. That's everything for this kickoff of day 1. Welcome everybody again to Space Teams. We are so excited to have you. And tomorrow, when we bring back Dylan, we're going to share some of the planets that you created. So please submit those, whether in the community or in that daily reflection. So that's all for us. We'll see you in a couple hours. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.